Good morning and welcome to this new rep call. So I am so unbelievably excited for those of you who have opted to join the Zaya business. It's such an incredible time. I can't really put into words what is happening with our company in the network marketing industry right now. The potential that everybody has today, tomorrow, a year from now, 3 years from now is absolutely incredible. But congratulations on starting your business. I'm so glad you're here. So I remember when I started in March, I signed up. I was so excited. I had all of these thoughts and ideas and plans. And then I sat down and I said, how do I do this? Where do I start? So everybody listening to this call, I can assure you 99% of me is positive that you have an amazing upline because our team is filled with really good, supportive mentors who are available to help you with anything you need. But it's still scary, right? Where do I start? How do I begin? What's going to make the biggest impact right away? So I have come up with just some things that with my experience, and I don't know everything by any means, but I do have quite a bit of experience. So I'm going to share that with you guys today. So the first thing after you sign up, you enroll, your starter kit is on its way. The first thing to do is announce your business. I'm going to be completely honest with you. When I started, I did not, I really didn't publicize it. I kept it close to me. I was nervous to talk about it. I was nervous to share it with people. And I wish I would not have been that way. This is not just, yeah, I'm doing this thing in network marketing. I'm going to see how this works. You guys, this opportunity is massive. I want you to be the most proud business owner that you know, because people are going to respect your business only to the level that you do. So get excited, stay excited, and announce your business. There's a couple ways to announce your business. I did actually announce it on my Facebook page, on my public Facebook page. I didn't even mention the word Zaya. I just had a post, a picture of my son and I said, hey, big changes here in our household. I have just started a brand new venture. After talking it through with my husband, we decided that this was a really good opportunity and I can't wait to share it with you. So build some excitement, build some curiosity. The other thing I would encourage you to do is if you have a group chat with your friends, share it. When you're with your family, share it. On your Instagram, share it. On your Facebook page, share it. Start telling everybody about your new business because it is really exciting. And let's be honest, if you had a friend, or I'm sure you've had a friend, open a brick and mortar business, a coffee shop, a print business, whatever it might be, they're telling everybody, right? Like the Chamber of Commerce gives them red tape to cut. So let's celebrate that way. Network marketing is changing. The world is changing, and this is a really, really big thing. And kudos to you for seeing it and jumping on it right away. So the first thing is announce your business. Number two, and this one is a super important thing to do, is schedule your launch party. One thing that I can tell you is I have seen people in this business start without scheduling a launch party and people who do schedule a launch party. It is completely two different experiences in your first month if you do or don't. If you don't schedule a launch party, it's kind of just there, right? And you're trying to figure out, how do I generate sales? How do I start? What do I do? How do I tell people? When you do schedule a launch party, you are sharing this with people. You are having an event, whether it be on Facebook or an in-home launch party. You are getting the clothes in people's hands. They get to touch it. They get to feel it. They get to be excited for you and celebrate with you. You're going to schedule other events based on your launch event. People are going to ask you about the business and what you're doing and join your team. So highly recommend that you schedule a launch event and treat it like a business grand opening. So schedule it. Within the first 2 to 3 days of your business, I recommend that you schedule your launch party. Reach out to your upline. If for some reason they're not responsive, reach out to somebody else, and we will get you rocking and rolling. So scheduling your launch. In-home, there's two different types of launch parties. There is the online version and there's an in-home version. You can do one or the other or both. In-home launch parties tend to do a little higher volume of sales. So you might get some wine and snacks at your house, get your clothes out. Even if you only have the 5 clothes from your starter kit, that's perfect. Sometimes it's better than having all of this inventory for people to be overwhelmed by. You can make such an impact with just your starter kit. Show them a couple pieces from your starter kit, let them feel it, touch it, and then look at everything else we have available on the site for you to look at and take a peek at. So in-home launch parties are very successful. I did an in-home event way after I started, and I wish I would have done it sooner. I did $700 in sales in like an hour. So, and only a couple of people were there because it was sort of last minute. Along with an in-home, you can also do an online portion. I will show you guys where and how you can set that up on Facebook as a Facebook group. It would be your activewear shop. You could run it for 3 to 5 days, highlight the clothes, highlight the products, do some live videos welcoming people, encourage them to visit the site where they can shop, and I'll show you all that in a minute when I share my screen. So number 2, schedule your launch party. Even if you feel like you don't know what you're doing, I promise you scheduling that launch and getting it on the books is going to be imperative to your business and just the momentum of success. Number 3. So now I'm going to actually share my screen, and we're going to talk about some of the tangible things that you can do to get your business up and running. The first is setting up your website. So now that you've announced your business, you've scheduled a launch party, and all of that really tangible, important stuff is checked off your list, and you've started inviting people. Now we can do some of the back end stuff. So I'm going to share my screen really quickly. Okay. All right, so here we are. Here is your back office. So to get into your back office, you're going to type in www.myzaya.com. If you're in Canada, it's going to be www.mycanadazaya.com. Okay, so there's the 2 different sites, whether you're in the States or if you are in Canada. It's going to bring you to this page. Your representative ID is going to be, if you're in the States, the 4-digit rep number you got. If you're in Canada, that number is C864 or C172, whatever it might be. All right, and then your password. If you don't have a password, you can simply click Can't Remember Password, and it will get you... You know what? I think I forgot my number because I was just talking about other numbers. Let me try one more time. Oh my goodness. Of course. Okay, I'm going to log into my, oh, that's because I'm on my US site. Okay. All right, so you're going to log into your back office, and this is what you're going to see. So there's all these different tabs over here on the left. The first thing you want to do, I'll walk through later how you can read through your back office. The first thing you're going to want to do, though, is go to My Profile. So My Profile, go ahead and click on that. All of this information should be in here from when you enrolled. Up here on the top, if you go to Additional Information, all of this should also be in here. This is where you can manage your cards if you want your commissions put on a different bank card, if you want to change your password for some reason. Commission, oh boy. Okay. And then your website information. So this is where you're going to want to first create what your website is called. You can personalize your website if you want. Otherwise, it'll just be this number. I created mine. I clicked Personalize. You can change this as often as you want. I put in Wisconsin and then Update Profile. So this website now is going to be my shopping website. And all my information is going to be in there. So that's how you set up your site. So you can go in the back, you can personalize it, and that's exactly what it's going to look like. If you don't want to, just go ahead to www.myzaya.com/your rep number, and that'll be there as soon as you enroll. So that's the website. That's actually setting up your site. And then the next thing I would encourage you to do is go ahead and create a group on Facebook. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my specific group. So again, we talked about scheduling your launch party. As you do that, you can schedule an in-home party, or you can go ahead and schedule this group party online and have your launch event there, or you can do both. So when I first started, I created this group. At the time, I called it Leah's Zaya Launch Event or Leah's Zaya Pop-Up Shop. I think I used the word launch in there. But anyways, you go into Facebook, you just create a group just like this. You can update the cover photo. And then eventually this group, which is your launch party, can turn into your VIP shopping page. So I don't have time right now, but if I would scroll all the way down to what this page looked like in the beginning, it would be a video of me saying, hey, welcome to my activewear shop. I'm so glad you're here. I can't wait to share this brand with you guys. Thanks for taking some time to check it out. Our quality is just like Lululemon and Athleta, but we have a much better price point. We were founded in Utah. We just launched into Canada. And throughout the next 5 days during this pop-up shop, I'm going to show you some of my favorite pieces. I'm going to highlight some of our different products, do a couple live videos. And then as I'm doing that, I'll always have a link so you guys know where to shop. So just do a welcome post like that. I know it's a lot of information. If you're not comfortable, ask your upline. They can help you or maybe do the live video for you. But I would recommend that you at least do some welcome to all of your guests and thanking them for being there and letting them know what they can expect. So that's how I started this. And then I invited everybody to this group. And on the first day, I had a 5-day pop-up shop when I first started. I started with sports bras and I highlighted sports bras. And then I went into tanks and I did joggers and leggings. Every time that I post, you guys, especially in the pop-up shop, every time that I post, I include my website link. So for example, when these were released last Wednesday, I added some pictures of what was released, and then I went ahead and I added this link right here. So people can click it. It's going to take them right to my shopping site, so it's super easy for them to shop and check out. So this Facebook group, again, now this has turned into my full-time activewear shop where I put the Wednesday releases. I talk about promos, any specials that I have going on. But when I started, it was just a straight up pop-up shop. Let me show you an example of one. Okay. So as you guys are having other people who want to host events for you, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to create a Facebook group for them. If they don't want to do an in-home event, you're going to create a Facebook group just like this, just like your launch event. Let me scroll all the way to the bottom here and highlight the clothes, add the links, and allow people to shop. Most of my pop-up shops that I do for other people, for people who are hosting, I do for 48 hours. So this is a great example of how I start a pop-up shop, including how I started my own launch pop-up shop. I put on a cover photo. There's some of these size guides. If you look on our team page, all of this information is in there. I'll show you where to find it. Then I started with our sports bras. If you guys want to be added to this group, let me know. Once you do a couple pop-up shops, you can literally take this information and reuse it or use this as reference when you're posting your products. So I did all the sports bras. I did some of my favorite shirts. And all the time, again, keep in mind, I'm having that link. So if somebody sees this on their news feed, they can go ahead and just click that link. I did do a welcome. I always do welcome videos. I talk about what is Zaya, how is this pop-up shop going to work, what about exchanges or returns, and then can I host? So I go through a live video. Live videos are super important. I know they're scary at first, but please get comfortable with them because they're definitely the most seen and the most impactful thing you can do on social media is a live video. So this is kind of how it is. And people then in this group, so all of Bridget's friends, she had this event for me, all of her friends are seeing these, they're clicking stuff, they're buying stuff. When they purchase, I get an email. But this is what a launch pop-up looks like. So back to number 4, creating your Facebook group. that's what it's going to look like. And then at the end of your pop-up, you can say, hey, you guys, thank you so much for being part of this pop-up shop. I'm going to keep this page here to show you new Wednesday releases and all the exciting things that Zaya has to offer. If you're interested in the business, please let me know. It's a crazy, great opportunity. So please stick around for the weekly posts that I'm going to be doing in here. So that way you have a captured audience of people who are always in your Facebook group. So let me go back to mine. Internet is slow this morning. Okay, so again, this activewear shop, I started as my pop-up launch party, and then I just kind of casually turned it into this activewear shop where I'm posting on a weekly basis. So that's kind of what it looks like. And again, if you want to be added to this, let me know. So now that you have your Facebook group up and running, you can start inviting people to it. And again, schedule that event with your upline. Maybe you want to start this event to welcome everybody and say, our shopping is officially going to kick off on Saturday and run through Wednesday. Definitely put a timeline on it though, because it gives people a call to action to actually make a purchase and not just keep waiting or checking it out. So do that. And then again, if you want to schedule an in-home that corresponds with this online event, I highly, highly recommend it. In-home events do wonderful. So that's the fourth step, is creating your Facebook group. It looks just like this. Number 5. So at this point, you should be added to the team page. So when you enroll, your upline should add you to a team page, whether it's theirs or the one that I run. You're more than welcome to be on my team page, but this is what it looks like. And again, some people on this team have their own team pages and they do a phenomenal job. But this team page is only for Zaya reps. So this is going to allow you to come in here, ask questions on sizing, gather information, have photos and content to use. So all of that's going to be in this group. So this is my private team page. I know, for example, Shauna on our team and Ashley, they have their own team pages because they have teams of their own. So totally, wherever your upline wants to add you, it's no big deal. But this is an example of what mine looks like. So if you are part of this one, there's a couple things I want to show you. So as your team is growing and you're recruiting people into this business, make sure that when you do, you introduce them on this team page to everybody else. Put a nice photo of them with a little blurb about, welcome to the team. We're so excited to have you here. Make people feel welcome and like they have a lot of resources. So if you're not in this page yet, let me know. Or if you're not in a team page, let me know. We can get you there. Again, this is mine. So we talk a lot about, we do shout outs for people who are seeing success. People are sharing ideas on here. There's training calls. If you look over here in the units section, I've compiled a lot of different information. These are all videos about how to input a host order. So when you have somebody hosting an event, how do you help them redeem their rewards? How to process a return, how to create an event in your back office, how to navigate your back office, how to use that $200 gift card you get in your kit, or if you're in Canada, the $280 gift card. So all of that information is here. There's so much good stuff. So this is a really great resource. And then again, so familiarize yourself with this page and your back office. So let's go back to that back office for a second. When you log in, this is what you're going to see. This all-time personal volume number is everything that you've ever sold. It's cumulative. It's always running. It never starts over. So since I've started Zaya, this has been my all-time personal volume. It just continues to grow month over month. These numbers start over each month, these numbers at the bottom. So total downline volume is everything that you've sold this month in addition to what your team has. Qualified personal volume is what you've sold personally this month. And again, those numbers start over. So that's kind of what this page looks like, and a couple things that you can just have a quick glance at. So this is what the home page looks like. The other 2 tabs that I use often, 3 actually, are going to be downline. So this downline is going to show you everybody on your team. It's going to show you numbers, all sorts of wonderful information that you can check when you just want to get a pulse on where everything is at. So if you click on the month and then click here, this is going to show you your back office. So it's going to show you everybody on your team. There's some really neat things in here. It's going to have phone and address if you, if you want to email. So I email my team, or I send my team rank advancement gifts if that's something that you want to do. click this little guide. It's going to show you all of the information. This pie chart right here is going to give you a lot of great information on everybody. So for example, I'll run mine, personal volume history. This is going to show you what everything you've done every month since you've started. It's pretty amazing. So your PV for that month, which is your personal sales, your level 1 volume, which you need to know for rank advancing, your total downline, your total group volume, how many people have been enrolled that month. So this is a really great, concise place for information that you need if you need to look at it. So there's downline. Order history is also a favorite tab of mine. This is going to show you everybody who's been ordering from you, exactly what they ordered, when they ordered. So if you click on the details, for example, it's going to show you who the customer was, what they ordered, and then what's really great is there's this tracking button down here, and it'll show you if it's delivered, where it is in transit. When people order from me, I really want to treat them with white gloves because I want them to come back. So when people order, a day or two later, I'll say, hey, I just wanted to send you this tracking information. I'll reach out as soon as your order delivers. So on the 7th, I reached out to Christy and I said, hey, I saw your package delivered. I'd love to know how everything works to make sure it's exactly what you expected and it's perfect for you. Let me know when you have a chance to try it on. That's really going to help your repeat clients come back and build your client base. So that's a really cool tab as well. And then events. So I'm not going to create an event right now, but when you need to create an event, so for example, for your launch party, you need to create an event in your back office. So you can go ahead, go back here, click online party. There's a video in our team page. If you want to know how to do this, just let me know and I can show you where that is. But basically, you put in the starting date, the ending date. For my launch event, I left my party open for a month. You can always edit that. 2 really important things to make sure you're checking: show on site, the new description. So Caitlin's Zaya launch, you can put that in there. And then the address, click allow shopping. So show on site and allow shopping are the 2 things that you want to make sure you absolutely click. And then the host information. So for your launch party, what's really cool is you're going to be the rep, but you're also going to be the host. So you're going to make commission on everything you sell, but you're also going to get the hostess rewards. So you can go ahead and redeem those as well. I always have an event open for myself. So when random people, my neighbor the other day ordered the joggers in a bottle. It was a random order. It wasn't associated with a party or an event. So I create an event for myself. And anytime I get orders like that, I put them in there so that I'm gathering and being able to redeem those rewards. So I'm paying 50% off everything rather than just using my rep discount of 28% or 25%. So that's kind of how you create it, update and continue. Once you do that, it's going to show on your actual page. So if you go back to your shopping page, which again is www.myzaya or mycanadazaya.com/ whatever you named your site, or just your rep ID if you choose not to personalize your site. You click shop. All your events are going to show down here. So I have 2 parties open, plus anybody who just wants to randomly order. Shop now, and it's going to be all the items. So if somebody goes and checks out, that order is going to be tied in my back office to that specific event. Okay, so that is getting used to the back office a little bit. In the team page, again, there's so many resources on our team page for you guys to check out and learn all of this stuff as well. The next thing I would encourage you to do as a new representative is get your calendar booked. So this business is all about selling and sharing, okay? So the more that you can do those 2 things, the faster your business is going to grow. You don't have to share, you don't have to build a team, but if you want to, now's a really good time to start. There's a couple ways that I did that in the beginning. I created a dream team. I wrote down a list of people who I really wanted to do this business with, who I wanted to rank advance with, who I wanted to travel with, and it got me really excited. With those people, I reached out via phone call and said, hey, I'd love to meet you for coffee or a glass of wine and tell you about what I'm doing. And then when we would meet, I'd say, hey, I don't know if this is up your alley or not. I know you'd be really good at it, and I'd love to do this with you and be a business partner. But here's what I started. It's, here's the information on the starter kit. Here's my expectation with the business. I'd love to do this together. So I reached out to everybody on my dream team. I had 10 or 15 people, and I try to update that on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. I started reaching out to people on Instagram. I was very active on my social media. I am very active on both my Facebook and my Instagram, because I think it's important for people to see that you're active in the business and you're consistent and you're here for the long term. So my Instagram, I'm sharing little snippets of my life every day on my Instagram story. I'm posting on my VIP page every couple of days with new products or a live try-on or a, hey, look at how you can dress up these joggers. So I'm very active that way. And then I'm trying to host. I host at least 4 Facebook events or in-home events per month. I tend to do a lot more of the Facebook events, but I do at least one a week, because every time I do that, I'm exposed to another group of people who might be interested in this business or who might want to be a lifelong customer. So don't underestimate the value of Facebook parties. It's not just for that one-time party and those one-time sales. That group of people, I've recruited 30 people since I've started. The majority have come from guests within a Facebook event. So make sure you're getting your calendar filled up. In terms of actually booking events, I started reaching out to my friends, my family. I said, hey, there's this awesome activewear brand. I want to get stuff to you for half off and a free credit towards your purchase. I have 2 openings left this month. I do a 48-hour pop-up shop. Literally all you do is invite some people. I do the rest. I would love to host one with you. Here are the 2 dates. Would you be open to one? And then every time I have a Facebook party, at the end, I do a live video saying, hey, thanks so much for being here. I have 2 dates left this month for anybody, or 2 dates left next month for anybody who would like to host, just like Jenna did. She's going to get 4 items half off and $150 credit for doing this. It's so simple and fun. Just comment below or reach out and we can get you on the books. So you have to constantly be kind of having your pipeline full. And the more consistent you are, the less work it is. It literally takes a second to do a video like that, or a second to reach someone and text them and ask if they want to do an event with you, rather than thinking about it for days and weeks and feel like you're falling behind. Just do it once a day. It takes 2 minutes and then it's over, and your business will boom because of it. So I would recommend in your first month, there's a couple key numbers. I always try to have people hit $1,500 in personal sales. Why? Because then you get your investment back from the starter kit. That's going to make up the investment that you put into that starter kit. I'm a business person. I have a business background. I want to make sure that everybody on this team is making money. So first and foremost, let's get you to $1,500 to get that investment back. We can easily do that in the first month. If you are mentoring people, if you have new reps, if you are a new rep, there's no, it still takes work, but there's no reason that can't happen. We can absolutely do that. Between a launch party and hosting 1 or 2 or 3 other parties with people you know, done deal. So make sure you're getting your calendar full. I would recommend right away, and I know you feel anxious and I know you feel maybe like, I don't know what I'm talking about yet. A story half told is better than no story told. So if you feel that way, you still know more than anybody else who's not in this business. So reach out to people, say, hey, I just started this and I'm so darn excited. Would you be one of my first hostesses? Get your calendar filled up. Literally I don't have my calendar in here, but take your calendar and put 1 or 2 events on. 1 event per week, or if you want to do 2 events every other week, whatever it looks like, but get your calendar filled up. I promise you it will help your business boomerang. So that's just how I started. It took me a while. I wish I wouldn't have waited, but about my 3rd month in, I started telling everybody, and I was coming from a place of service because I was so excited about my business. I was so excited about the opportunities that it can provide for people. So that is what I would do. So that last thing. So first, again, announce your business. Post it, share it with people, text your best friends, call someone, share your business, right? Just like people who open brick and mortar businesses do. Schedule your launch, work with your mentor in the first 2 to 3 days to get that on the books, whether it's the online version or the in-home or both. Get that on the books right away. Don't wait on that. Number 3, set up your site. And again, setting up your site is literally just going in there and personalizing the URL if you want to or not. Number 4, create that Facebook group for your launch party. Or if you're doing an in-person launch party, I would still suggest you create that group, because that's where you're going to have all of your weekly releases. It's where you can run your first pop-up shop ever, your pop-up shop, your launch event. Next, get used to the back office. Just kind of look around, play around, and the team page. Scroll through there, look at the units section, watch some videos. And then number 6, the last one, and which is most important, right away start booking and get things on the calendar for events and or online events. And then if this is a business that you want to grow a team with, start reaching out to people, tell people about the business, share the opportunity, remember why you joined, what your why was, and share that with other people, and get the ball rolling. So those are just a couple of things that you guys can do to get started. If you have questions on any of it, please reach out to your sponsor or myself. You guys, this opportunity is epic. I'm so excited for each and every one of you. I want to help you as much as I possibly can along with your sponsor. So again, please reach out if you need anything at all, and let's get rolling. Thanks, guys.